Hey YouTube, it's the test lead, and today's video is how to create API tests with the tool K6. If you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe. I make content to help you on your QA and automation journey. Now back to the video. So first, let's start with the installation process. Go to google.com and type in K6. Click the first link and go to their website. We want the free open source version, so let's click that. Next, select download, and then find your operating system. They have Linux, they have Mac OS. I have Windows, so I'm going to download the Windows installer. Once it's downloaded, I'll execute the executable file and then run the full setup. Now let's open your terminal or your command prompt, depending on what OS you're on. Go to search and type in CMD. Navigate to the path where your K6 is located at and type in K6 version. And also type in K6 help. This is how you know your K6 is properly set up. Now let's create a test folder to hold our test files. It doesn't matter where you create it, just know the path where you created it at. Now let's navigate to the API that we're going to test. This API URL will be in the description box below, but it's a GET call, and you see the respective response that we're getting, and it should be a 200. So now we can create a test to test against this GET call. Here's our test. That'll also be located in the description box for you to just copy and paste and take it from there. As you can see, we have our stages where the first part for a minute, we're having 100 virtual users, and then we're going to 200 virtual users, and then ramp it down to 0. Our threshold is going to be more than 90% of the test had to finish in less than 1.5 seconds. And now for our checks. Our first one is that 200 should be returned as a status, which means it was successful. And now let's check the response body. The first one is going to include Bert, which should pass. And then the second one we're checking for the test lead, which should fail. Let's change the name of our check so we propagate the results. Now let's save this and run our test. To run our test, type in K6 run and then a path for your test file. As you can see, this is how it looks for me. Then press enter. And now your test is going to start running. I'm going to speed it up so we're not just sitting here all day. And now it is finished. Let's review our results. So our threshold failed. So that means more than 90% of the test did not finish in 2.5 seconds. As you can see, the average was 1 second. The minimum was 21 milliseconds. The medium was 500 milliseconds. But the max was 6 whole seconds. That's probably where a lot of our tests fell in. That's where a lot of our load went. And now for our checks, the first 2 passed. And our third one failed as expected. So now let's modify our test so that everything passed. We'll take out our last check because we know that fails automatically because that doesn't exist in the response body. And also for our threshold, instead of 1.5 seconds, let's increase it to 3.5 seconds just to see a test run successfully. Once that finishes, we're going to save it and then rerun our test. I will speed this part up again. And now it has finished. Let's see our results. As you can see, our 2 checks for the status and response body contain a verb past. And then our threshold passed because you see no error message. Now let's say you want to pretty up the results, not just view it on the command line. You could create a JSON or CSV file or stream to one of these servers listed here. If you found this video helpful at all, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them below. If you need help in your QA journey, check out my book, QA Must Know Terminology. And most importantly, don't forget to learn something new today.